We all live for something. We all equally also die for something. And that means our life has always had purpose, ambition, character, significance, aim, intention, aspiration, and many other fundamental, necessary, crucial, critical things. And that includes not just our qualities, internal significance, but also our external, outward, and societal growth, progress, learning, ambition, realization of all our intentions, characters, desires that we want, that constitutes a life of not necessarily happiness, but at least pleasure, satisfaction, contentment, and alleviation, and relieving from all our pains, pleasures, torments, sufferings, and all that we have been through, at least when we fight for something, when we live for something, when we fulfill all that we want, or at least something, then we become something, and that something provides us with not only alleviation from pain, torment, rejection, betrayal, and the burden of the past, but also creates at least some degree of transient, momentary pleasure, contentment, relaxation, and fulfillment within ourselves, within the heart, which can only be felt and experienced by ourselves and by ourselves alone, and not by the others, because the others are going to ask us and encourage us to basically achieve, conquer, possess more and more success, money, wealth, riches into our lives, and to pursue more and more validation, attention, approval, which is ultimately external and therefore futile, worthless, meaningless, insignificant anyway. So obviously all men fight for something, and we should always have something or another we fight for, or for which we're willing to not only fight to then, but we're also willing to actually die and kill ourselves for the fulfillment of that which we begin with, for the realization of our ambitions, causes, reasons, etc., for which we started fighting and battling and worrying in the first place. And the man who does not have anything to fight for, the man who does not have anything for which he is willing to fight because he prioritizes his personal safety, because he emphasizes and concentrates upon his personal space, and also prioritizes and maximizes his pleasure, comfort, relaxation, entertainment, and validation all the time, then he ultimately eventually becomes a miserable animal. He suffers for unnecessary, unreasonable torment, trauma, guilt, suffering in his life, because he never fought for anything, because he never fights, struggles, suffers for anything significant, great, or bigger than himself, but only his own personal safety. He has never really had something for which he fought, for which he died. He has never had anything for which he fought and died. So that's how differentiation works. And the man who does not fight ultimately has to